It has a lot of paint defects. I didn't believe that the customer was gonna book. The customer was trying to talk me down by paying cash. So is that motor still up in there? What's going on, everybody? If you're new to the channel, my name is Mo and this is my channel, Mo Nation. Today what I'm going to be doing is a two-step paint correction on this Oldsmobile 442. So on this one, as y'all can see, it has a lot of paint defects. It's been repainted, and originally when I did the paint consultation with this customer, I actually recommended for him to maybe look to see if he can get somebody to come and wet sand it. That's not something that I do. I'll do little spots here and there, but I don't do full panels yet. And after I showed the customer with what I can do, he decided that that's the furthest that he wanted to go with it. He didn't want to do any type of wet sanding. He was happy with the results that I showed him from the test spots I did, and he chose to go ahead and do the two-step paint correction, which is the one that I recommended because the paint was in a pretty rough shape, and as you can hear, it also felt like it had some overspray on it as well. Now, you may recognize this car from another video where I did the paint consultation. It's the video where I did 4 cars in one day, and this one was at the end where the customer was trying to talk me down by paying cash.
So if I paid cash, it wouldn't be less than $750?
It'd be the same. And so because of that, I didn't believe that the customer was gonna book. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is one of those where you give a price out and you're like, yeah, I know they're not gonna book, and then they surprise you. And so I actually approached this particular vehicle very different than what I would do with everything else when it came to prepping. And when it came to prepping, I did a rinseless wash first, came back, wiped it down with my drying towel, and then I went straight into clay barring. I did a very thorough clay barring to get rid of that roughness. I didn't do an iron decon because the car stayed inside the garage. I didn't want to mess up the floors because a lot of times the iron decon will stain the floor of the garage and the driveway. The first step of every two-step paint correction is going to be the cutting phase, and so that's where you're going to choose your aggressive pad and a compound. And so what I went with was a purple wool pad, and I went with 3D ACA 500, which is a extra cut compound that I've been wanting to try out. I really enjoyed 3D 1, and so I wanted to look into the other compound and polishes that they also offer. And I ain't gonna lie, I really did like this specific compound. It says that it was designed for a wool pad, and I love the way that it kind of finished down. Once you finish working it, it would kind of go away, and it was an easy wipe off. And so after I finished with the cutting phase, I went ahead and went with a yellow Rupes pad, and I paired it with Fixer from CarPro. And so whenever you're doing a correction, y'all, you gotta figure out what works for you. And I'm trying out different things to see what's the best for me. And sometimes I like to try out new compounds and polishes and get familiar with them and see how they work on different vehicles, because not every single compound gonna work the same on every single paint. For the protection and a little extra gloss, I went with the Firefly Paste Wax, which you can get off of the TikTok shop, or you can go to their website. I did think it gave it like a good glossy look and made the paint pop a little bit more. And with these old school owners, like, they like that type of stuff. They like when you whip out that paste wax. So that's why I went with it. It went on easy and it came off super easy. So this all had tape on it and everything.
Well, there was no really any top to it.
Oh wow. Talk about a sunroof right there.
That's where it came from.
I think so.
The trunk was terrible.
So is that motor still up in there?
Mm-hmm.
So did you have to like kind of like redo all of that?
Well, you'll see. That's how it was when I got it. The seats came with the wrong. Those are Buick bucket seats that the guy had found in the junkyard.
Basically just threw it in there. So that's the ones that's in it now, or?
No, they're all new upholstery. The brakes were shot. That's one of my sons figure everything out. It's got all new hydraulics, motor.
Oh, wow.
Finished the trunk.
Oh yeah.
Started on the brakes. All the brakes are spring shocks. Doesn't look like he's helping me.
Oh, damn. No shoot.
That's the guy
That's
from
what's
Kuwait,
up.
when I was telling you about all those cars that we worked on over there.
That's what's up. Y'all were getting it. All of the music and everything. Oh, that's your buddies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. So it's all like new carpet and...
Yep, new carpet, new console. That's when I got the tires and wheels. The interior's still not rough.
So how long did it take you to...
There's a pretty top on it. There's the seats, they reupholstered them. The motor looks a little better now.
That looks way better than what it was before. I don't know, but...